Hello, it's Charles with Uber Eats. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of March, 2026. And I am blessed and grateful because I received the precious gift of tomorrow with God's wake-up call. And I got to see another day here in beautiful, sunny Tampa, Florida. And you also woke up this morning after receiving God's wake-up call, and you got to see another day here on earth. Not everybody that went to sleep last night got to see another day and receive that precious gift of tomorrow. So I, for one, am most definitely blessed and feel grateful to the good Lord for giving me another day here on earth. God is good. God is great. Always and always. Amen. I'm sitting outside here at one of the pumps at my normal spot at the Circle K. And this morning, I went with this wild berry flavor of the Monster Rehab Revive, Refresh, Recover. You see that wild berry? I've already poured it into my cup, my Chick-fil-A cup, and been inside and got some free ice out of the gas station here. But there, see that Chick-fil-A cup? And this can has the date of K2507. And K is the 11th letter of the alphabet. So this can was made November the 7th of last year. And with today being March 18, that makes this can 4 months and 11 days old. So it's a very fresh can of this Monster Rehab. And boy, it's delicious. It's refreshing. The time right now is 5:06 a.m. this Wednesday morning, and according to weather-atlas.com, the sun will rise today at 7:35 in Tampa, so that's 2 hours and 29 minutes from now. And the sun will set this evening at 7:35 p.m. So today, according to that website, Tampa will enjoy over 12 hours and 5 minutes of daylight. I bought a Powerball ticket for tonight's drawing for Wednesday, the 18th. And according to this ticket and the digital readout up here at the Circle K, the jackpot for tonight's drawing is 101 million. I played my normal numbers of 14, 22, 25, 37, 49, and the Powerball 23. See that? That's for tonight's drawing of the Powerball. I normally fill up my tank at that Circle K by my camper, but I didn't do it. They had raised their prices to $3.99 a gallon at that Circle K by my camper, so I decided to wait until I got back up here to the Circle K at this corner by the McDonald's I go to, and I'm glad I did. It's not much cheaper, but it is cheaper. It's 10 cents cheaper here at this Circle K. It's $3.89, which is where it was yesterday morning. So gas has not went up at all at the Circle K since yesterday. I went on to AAA and Gas Buddy to find out about the average price of gas in Florida and the United States. And according to those two resources, gas has gone up in Florida since yesterday. It's went up 8 cents. Yesterday it was at $3.84. This morning the average price of gas in Florida is at $3.92. But it's remained the same in the United States. It was Monday morning it was at $3.69. Yesterday, Tuesday, it went up 10 cents to $3.79. It's still $3.79 this morning. So this Circle K is higher than the national average by 10 cents, but it's cheaper than the average price of gas in Florida by 3 cents. I also checked out what that website, weather-atlas.com, had to say about today's weather, what weather I can expect in Tampa this Wednesday, the 18th of March, and this is what it said. It said Tampa will see a high of 72 degrees today and a low of 48 going into Thursday morning with sunny skies, clear skies. Winds are going to be out of the northeast at 11 miles an hour, humidity at 44%, and there's a 0% chance of rain. I also asked Meta AI about the weather, and this is how it responded to that question. It said Tampa's forecast for Wednesday, the 18th of March, looks sunny, with highs in the low 70s and lows in the upper 40s. There is no chance of rain. No rain is expected Wednesday. And then I went to that YouTube page, Fox 13 Tampa Bay. They had meteorologist Valerie Mills on there. She says that the cool down that Tampa has recently experienced with the cold front that passed through is going to be short-lived, and that after today, going into the weekend, it's going to be quite much warmer than we've seen recently. We're going to see a high of 72 degrees, a high of 70 today, according to Valerie, and a low of 47 going into Thursday morning, with sunny skies. And then she said after today, we're going to not see any more temperatures in the 40s, and we're going to see more seasonable, warmer temperatures going into the spring and through the summertime. And this is the last of near freezing temperatures for Tampa Bay, according to meteorologist Valerie Mills. I had a fantastic day delivering Uber Eats yesterday. I got another 21 customers towards my goal of 120 that will earn me that extra $245 this week. Monday, I did 20 customers. I did another 21, so I've got 41 customers towards my goal of 120 customers, so I'm well on my way. I most likely will hit that mark at some point Saturday afternoon if this trend keeps up. I had 11 trips yesterday and 21 customers, like I said. I started out the day with a triple for Juan, Anton, and Winnie. Juan wanted an order picked up at Jason's Deli on East Fowler. After dropping off Juan's order, I was nearly done with Juan's order, and I got 2 more orders coming through. That's what made this a triple. Anton wanted breakfast picked up at East Bears Avenue, and Winnie had a donut order and coffee order to be picked up at Hole in One Donuts on North Florida. Winnie, Anton, and Juan, they tipped me $10.22 through the app, and I earned a fare of $6.72, so I made $16.94 picking up that triple for Juan, Anton, and Winnie. Thank you so much for the generous over $10 tip. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate the business and the fare I picked up from the 3 of you. Thank you so much, Winnie, Anton, and Juan. I appreciate the 3 of you very much. You're very kind and generous and thoughtful. After dropping off Winnie's Hole in One Donuts order, I went on a single actually this is a double, for Tony and Matt. Number 2 was a double for Tony and Matt. They had donuts to be picked up at Dunkin' Donuts on 50th Street. Tony and Matt's, their fare was $2, and they tipped me $9 even, so I made $11 for picking up donuts for Tony and Matt from Dunkin' Donuts. Thank you so much for the very generous $9 tip, Tony and Matt. I appreciate you for that. After dropping off Matt's Dunkin' Donut order, I went on trip number 3, was a single for Thomas. Thomas had a 7-Eleven order from the 7th Avenue location. Thomas's fare was $2, and he tipped me $2, so I made $4 for picking up 7-Eleven for Thomas. Thank you for the generous $2 tip, Thomas. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the business and the fare. After dropping off Thomas's 7-Eleven order, I went on another single. I went to this smoothie place called Storm. It's a health food and energy drink and slushy place. It's more in line with it's kind of like a tropical smoothie, but for healthy drinks. I went to Storm on Kennedy Avenue for Megan. Megan's fare was $2.04, and Megan tipped me $3 for picking up her slushy at Storm. I made $5.04 for that. Thank you so much for the $3 tips, Megan, and I appreciate the business, the storm business. I made $504. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity, Megan. After dropping off Megan's storm order, I went on another single for Nikki. This is trip number 5. Nikki wanted Astro Brew, coffee from Astro Brew picked up. This was the location on North MacDill. Nikki tipped me $4 and I earned a fare of $5.03, so I made $9.03 for picking up Nikki's Astro Brew order. Thank you so much for the business and the tip you gave me there, Nikki. I appreciate that. I made $9.03 for that. After dropping off Nikki's Astro Brew order, I had a courier saver for Rhonda. I made $6.04 for picking up that courier saver for Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda, for the business and the courier saver order. I appreciate you, Rhonda, and I appreciate Nikki, Megan, Thomas, Tony, Matt, Winnie, Anton, and Juan for all the tips. I appreciate all of you, and you're helping me get closer and closer to that goal of 120 trips this week and making an extra $245. I appreciate all my customers. After dropping off Rhonda's courier saver, I went on trip number 7. Trip number 7 was a triple for Chris, Kay, and Mike. Chris had subs and such order on Livingston. Kay had a Panera order to be picked up from Bruce B. Downs. And Mike had a fresh kitchen order on Bruce B. Downs. Mike, Kay, and Chris, they tipped me $7 and I earned a fare of $7.13. So I made $14.13 for picking up Mike, Kay, and Chris's orders. Thank you so much for the very generous $7 tip. I appreciate you, Mike, Kay, and Chris. After dropping off Mike's fresh kitchen order, I went on a single for Asha. Asha had Arby's to be picked up on the Hillsborough Avenue location. Asha's fare was $3.78 and she tipped me $3, so made $6.78 for picking up Asha's Arby's order. Thank you for the $3 tip, Asha. You didn't have to tip me anything at all, but you did, so I appreciate that. I appreciate the $3 tip. After dropping off Asha's Arby's order, I went on trip number 9. This looks like it was a triple. Yes, it was. Anthony had breakfast to be picked up at Denny's on Fowler. John wanted La Parada Colombiana on Fowler. And Ed had Nico Arepo Grill on North Armenia. Ed, John, and Anthony, they tipped me $9.50 and I made a fare of $6.11, so made $15.61 for picking up that triple. Thank you very much for the overly generous $9.50 tip. Ed, John, and Anthony, I appreciate the 3 of you very much. You were very kind and generous. After dropping off Ed's Nico Arepo grill order from North Armenia, I went on another triple. This was for Mia, Ian, and Shanna. Mia had a Village Inn order from Hillsborough. Ian wanted Papa John's Pizza picked up from Gun Highway. And Shanna had El Jefe Cafe on Gun Highway. The 3 of them, their fare was $7.20 and they tipped me $11. So I made $18.20 for picking up that very easy triple to do. And that was also my best paying trip of the day, $18.20. So thank you so much for the generous $11 tip, Mia, Ian, and Shanna. I appreciate the 3 of you very much. After dropping off Shanna's El Jefe Cafe order, I went on another triple for Tara, Sarah, and Nate. Nate had Subway to be picked up on Anderson Road. Sarah had Firehouse Subs on North Dale Mabry, and Tara had Saigon Deli on Waters Avenue. Tara, Sarah, and Nate, their fare came to $6.20, and they tipped me $9. So I made $15.20 for picking up that relatively easy triple. Thank you so much for the very generous $9 tips, Sarah, Tara, and Nate. I appreciate the three of you. And you got me to my goal of over 20 trips yesterday, so I appreciate that very much. Well, I'm going to wrap this up and get into the McDonald's and enjoy another fantastic breakfast. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.